The main objective of this session is, right, most of us, 99 or 95% of us, have a wrong assumption that trading is a gamble, right? Even if you talk to your elders, your parents, they say that our trading is a gamble, right? It is just like gambling or gambling in a casino. Then that is a wrong assumption because, yeah, that is right in one way if we trade without knowing what we are doing, or if we trade without a proper system, without proper set of rules. But if we do it with a proper set of rules, then it can create lot of money, lot of wealth if we do it in a right way, if we follow certain rules. So already you heard from Venkat Garu 2 weeks back, right? How he is following a certain approach, how he made nearly from 6,000 account, he made it to 60,000 account within a month. You heard from other Satya and others. So today I want to bring in few more successful stars with their focus, dedication, consistency, systematic approach. How they are trading, how they can, right, how they are building financial freedom, time freedom by following a systematic approach. So today we'll have multiple speakers. So first we'll start with the Senthil. Senthil will share like what approach he is using. So these sessions are to help you to learn from others, to get inspired, to get motivated, and also to follow the systematic approach, right? That is the major reason why if we trade with a FOMO, we'll lose. But if you trade following certain rules, there is a lot of money to be made, especially with the prop firms. Without using your own money, you can trade in the prop firms, and there is no limit on how much you can make, right? There you can scale up as much as you want. So yeah, thanks, Santilji, for taking time to share your experience, to share your process, to share your knowledge with all our members. It's all yours, Santilji.
Yeah, thank you so much, Sadhar. So, hi everyone, good evening. So, my name is Senthil. So I'm traveling with Kishore Bro for almost like the day he started with the US equities group. So I'm following with him. And so and After he started the trading indicators, so earlier I was part of all the big groups, but due to the work and all those things, like I couldn't make a proper I couldn't catch up the alerts, like whenever they are posting the alerts, I didn't get time to focus on the Telegram channel to see the alerts, like when to buy, when to sell, and all those things. And later on, like he introduced this indicators. That's really a great tool that helped me to learn myself, and it made me to perform the trading like independent, and I don't need to depend on anyone else. Like, I mean, so whenever I get time, so it's that's the flexibility I got it with this tool. And also like I had a clear picture about like when to buy and when to sell, and what is the risk, like, I mean, so how much contracts like to go on when, like, so those are the things like I learned a lot with this. And so I got this, like, I mean, so I'm doing it like here and there, like, and so I got like a couple of payouts from Apex. And so I'd like to share, like, for example, like this week's trading. Share screen. So let me know if you're able to see my screen.
Yeah, I can see Santilji. Yeah.
Okay. So I have five performance accounts, which is 250K account. And so this one, like, um, so for example, like today, so yesterday, like, it was like Sunday evening, I bought this, like, so when NQ was going up, so I just bought like around like I queued it to buy, sell, short the NQ. And that is when like it was like 21 720. So that is when I bought it, like, and then like it keeps on going up. So I didn't get panic, like I was just holding it, like, so. And then like that is today morning, like, and I just waited for this sell zone, like red zone, and I just averaged one more um, with 21,754. And even after it went up, and once it touched the sell zone, like it started coming down. So what I did is like I also like when I bought it for like 754, like, and then it came down. So the average buy for me is like 21,737.50. So I sold one at that place. Like when it come to the break even, I sold one contract, and I kept hold of the other one. Like and when it comes to like I bought it for 720, and then like I sold it around like 721 and queued it for 721. So I had some work, so I just queued it there. Like I know definitely for sure, I know like it's gonna come down. So it is just that like sometimes like when you buy a short or like call, like sometimes it'll tease your patience. So all you have to is like you have a very good tool here, like with the channel up and down, and you have this buy zone, sell zone, and all those things. Like um so you just need to trust the indicators, like, and then like you also need to trust your patience, and you have to just wait for it. Like sometimes like market makers, like sometimes they'll just all of a sudden they'll just pull up, and like that will tease many members, like fear of missing, and so you don't want to get caught into that one. So you just be patient, and this is a big sell zone, and definitely it's going to come down. Like so once it started coming down the top of the channel, obviously it's going to, at least minimum, it's going to touch the middle of the channel. That's 100% for sure. Like so after that, like so you just need to, if you want to hold it for some more profit, you can hold it, or if you're enough to take a profit, and you can just um sell it, and then like just come out of it. Like so this evening what I did was like so the profit was very less. Like I mean, here you could see like the realized profit was 300 $500, but that's not the case. Like today I made around like close to $2,000 on each account. So I didn't want to go beyond that. Like that will affect my consistency rule as well. So per day, like $1,000 to $2,000 will be like more than enough for me. Like I don't need to worry about anything. Like so that's the reason. Like I just took a screenshot of this one. This was on January 17th. At the end of the day, like what was the balance on each of my account? Like it was 251, 263 average. Like that is the balance that was at the close of Friday. And the Sunday evening when it started, like it was like, now you see like each account has like close to 2K on it. Like so that's when like I just stopped it. And even now, like for it's a good example, like it came here, right? So at the bottom of the channel, like just before a few minutes, like when Kishore Kaur posted that, like good to take the shorts, close the shorts kind of thing, right? So that's when like I just executed here. So it's I have 5 accounts. Like I have a trade, I have a copier, like it'll replicate all the trades in there. I just posted there, like, and I did a sell as well. That was like 10 points, like 10 to 15 points. It sold on 2 accounts, but the thing is like the it sold on 70, 79 was the leader account. So 79 and 74 was sold, but 76 it was not sold. So all the way it came to like probably like 150 points came down, but still I didn't panic and I didn't sold it. Like I know definitely like it came all the way down, like it's a oversold territory, right? So definitely it's gonna come up. I just waited for a few more minutes. It's not even like an hour or so. Like I mean, just I bought it like short by call, long call on here, and then all the way it came down like when it's like 522, and it came to 375, right? So how much it is? Like it's 125, close to 150 points down. So that is one good example that if you have a larger account, like instead of having a 250K account, like if you have a 50K account, definitely in this case, like it would have busted out. So that is the reason, like even Kishore Garu recommended most of the time, like, I mean, so if you want to have it, like, I mean, if you're quick in and out, right? So at the time, like you can have 50K accounts and you can go with it. Like, but if you're going for a long call or long shot, it's better to have a higher account, like 250K or 300K accounts, like which will help you in similar scenarios. Like if it is a 50K account, like definitely it would have busted out, right? So I just holded it here, like I bought a buy that is long call, and then I just holded it, like definitely it's gonna come up. So when it came here, like I just uh still with profit, like I sold it. So at the end of the day, like I mean, as I said, like 2K in each account in one trading day, that's definitely a good profit, right? Like so if I have 5 accounts PA, and 5 into 2, like 10K per day, 10K, like easily I'm able to make like this 5 accounts, all 5 PA accounts, right? January 1st, when there was a deal for $16, I opened like close to 10 EA accounts. And EA accounts, like usually, like I'll go a little aggressive, like instead of going with 1 or 2 contract, I'll go with multiple contracts, like maybe 5, start with 5. But you don't need to start with all those things, like because as I said, like I mean, so I'm traveling with Kishore Garu for almost like 4 years, let's say. So I have a confidence in myself. So that's the reason I'm just going 5 or sometimes 10. If I confidently feel that, like in this case, like definitely it's not gonna come down again. Like definitely it's gonna go up, like at least 50, 60 points up, right? So we're that's the power, like that's the channel, like this is the channel trend, and we are way below the bottom channel. And if you look, like I also use the trading view. I'm comfortable in trading Ninja Trader. That's the reason, like I'm trading with Ninja Trader. But I also often, like before taking any trades, like I will check the trading view indicators as well. Like those are same too. Both are same only. But the thing is, like Ninja Trader, like you will see a little different. But in trading view, you will see the actual indicators, like how Kishore Garu like explaining in the call, or all the trading materials. Like usually, yeah. So usually here the 5 minute time frame we are looking at it, right? Like before taking any calls or puts, like what I will do is, like I'll check both 5 minutes as well as 30 minutes, and sometimes an hourly time frames, like just to get the better understanding on like what's gonna happen. Like so if you see, like when it was like 17, this was like around like um so this is hourly, right? 5 minutes. Okay, so this is around like um maybe today around like 7 o'clock or so. So it was here, like this is the time, like I think 7:32 something, like 21 7:32 I took a shot with NQ. If you look, like yeah, so this is the time, like yeah, around like 7 o'clock, like I took a shot at 7:36.50. It was the middle of the channel, right? Like why did I took the call here, like short here? Because that's because, like when I looked into the hourly window time frame, like um so it was somewhere here, like so 74K sell order. So at some point, even though if it goes like 10, 50 points, 10 to 20 points above, definitely once it hit the sell zone, definitely it's going to come down. So it's not like 1K or 2K sell zone, like 75K sell zone. It's definitely going to come down. So that's the gut feeling. So I bought it, and I don't want to hold it, like because as I said, like today's profit on my each account is like 2K, around 2K. If I hold it, that definitely I know like it's going to come down. So within, like I all I need is like uh afternoon before the closing, right? Like I had a profits around like $1,800 on each account. So all I need is like another 200 or $300. So that's the reason, like I just put a sell order, and maybe like 5 6 6 to 10 points. So it's sold. But if I holded it, like think about it, like it was 736, close to 375, it came like close to 300 points came down. I would have easily made another 2 to 3K. But I don't want that to happen because nowadays, like Apex payout, like they're so stringent with the policies and all those things. Like, so I want to also maintain the consistency so that like they will think that like I'm a consistent trader, constantly making profit. And that's when like, so when it comes here, right? So why did I got it? Like it is again just to get another 50, maybe another 100, $200, just to maybe you can say like it's really like a since I was done, like I should have holded it, like I should have closed it. I should have not traded it here. But the thing is like, so I thought to make there is a possibility to make another 200, $300. Like, I mean, so another 200, $300, like I mean, it's not it's a big deal, right? In 5 accounts, like $200, like it would be like close to $1,000. $1,000 is a big money. So I just want a $200. It's not gonna affect my consistency rule because I am 100% confident that I'll be able to make minimum $1,500 to $2,000 per day. So trust me, like if you see, like only I stick to the NQ today and Russell's. Russell's also the same case. Like today morning when it went up, so I bought shorting at like here I bought it like short at 309 and I sold it at 306 for quick profits, like $100 profits. And again, I bought it as one contract, one short. I bought it at like 2310. It went up. So what I did, like I know there is a sell zone here. So I just added another two contract. Like this is 1 point, it went up like it's $5, right? It's not like NQ. Like you're not gonna lose too much money. So that's the reason I like instead of going with one, I added two contract. Still it went up. So I checked it in the trading view, the other indicators like, and when I checked it for RTY, so it was here this morning, like, so around 2:30, there was a top of the channel, and look at the T5 indicator as well. Like, so it was trying to come down, like the yellow is trying to turn red. So that is when I had a confidence that like definitely it's gonna come down. So that is when I just went ahead, and when it reaches 320, so I queued it for 320, sorry, 2330 for another two contract for a short. Exactly, it reaches that point. If you see, like exactly, it reaches the top of that sell zone, and it bought two, and it came down. So I sold four of them with profits. It's not even break even. Break even was somewhere around here, like 23 to 24.9, somewhere here. But I sold it like 23.5. Two contracts I sold it, like four contracts I sold it here. One I kept it, and another one I bought it. The first contract I bought it for 23.10, right? Another one I sold it at like 23.13.9, which is four. Like already I was in a profit. Like in this one, like closely I made around like $700 to $800. And also like even today evening before around so the same time, like when I bought the NQ here, right? So same time I bought it here. Like, so all I was like, I need like another $200 to $300, like, so to bring it to 2000 mark profit level. So that's when I bought just one shot here. And I know like this is a sell zone, like definitely it's gonna like I'll be able to make like $100 $200 easily. So I queued a sell for like 23, which is like close to $180 for one contract. So this 180 here, and in NQ I got around like 140. So altogether, like it came, I got a profit, total profit, like whatever I was looking for, like $300, I got $300. So that's the power here, right? Like I mean, if you see, like I didn't spend much time to get the $300. One account $300, and I have five accounts. Like it's close to $1,500. Like, right? So how much time I spent it? Like, so I bought it here like close to 1750, right? It's a 550, and it got sold at like close to 6 o'clock. That's it. Like 10 minutes time, I could easily make like $300 profit. Like, so all I did was today, like only with the NQ and results, I made close to $2,000 profit in each account. So likewise, yesterday, like I had a profit like with gold. So gold also the same thing. Like, so I bought it here like um close to, yes. So this also ended up with a profit like close to $300 or $400. So you don't need to go with multiple options. Like if you focus on one particular thing, like just look at the trend. Like every day night, like what I do is like I usually used to come and check. Like these are the major symbols I used to trade. So one is NQ, results in the gold, silver, natural gas, soya futures, and Dow Jones Mini, and crude oil, and Nikki futures. So all I have like close to 8 to 9 symbols. I don't need any other thing. Like so someday I'll do it on crude oil when there is a opportunity for buy or short. I'll focus on that one. And some days like natural gas, like if you see the weather forecast, like and if you feel that like if there was any news something related to like it's the US warm climate is getting warmer, or like it's gonna be warmer for the next 2 weeks or 3 weeks. So definitely like look for natural gas. Like natural gas, if the climate is getting colder, like there are possibilities that natural gas will go up. And uh, gold and silver, as many times Kishore Garu told that like they both travel in the same way. So some days like I'll just focus only on the gold, and it depends. Like I mean, so every day before going to bed, like around like 10 o'clock or so, like I'll just look for the conditions. Like if it all met, like suppose for example, like if this is the case, right? Like for example, this is gold. Okay, so gold, this is a big buy zone. This is 30 minutes time frame I'm looking at. For example, 1 hour time frame I'm gonna look at. Like if you see there is another 17.74K buy order is scheduled here, right? So what I will do is like before going to bed, I'll just to try it. It's you may think that it may be luck, but whatever it is, like, but if it is keep falling down at this point when it touches, definitely it's gonna go up. So all these tickers, right? Like around night, around like 3 o'clock, the pattern of which I observed, like I'm just sharing, like every day around like in the early morning, like central time, I'm talking, around like 2 to 3 o'clock, or 2 to 3:30, it will come down. So if it is here, right? So immediately it's not gonna come down. So at around like 3 o'clock, or sometime like 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock, definitely it's gonna touch here. Like if it is down pattern. Likewise, like up pattern, like it's gonna be the same thing. Like you have to look for like 1 hour time frame and see like where is the sell zone here. Like if you see any sell zones, like you're welcome to schedule one short there. And here, like definitely in this case, right? What I will do, like today, I'm not gonna planning to do it, but just in case, I'm saying like if you see there is a big buy order here, like if you see next to that one, like there is another big buy order here, like so definitely I'll Q1 buy long here, which is like 267.8, sorry, 2678. It's not gonna fall that much because already it was down for $14, right? Like maximum gold, the pattern I saw is like, unless otherwise, if there is any known any update or any news related to gold, right? Maximum it will go like 30 points up or down. Depends on the trend. Like minimum 15 to 20. That's the pattern I observed. Like I mean, so if you started watching the market like every day, like definitely you'll get to know better understanding on like, okay, if this goes, like what will happen, like how far it will go, like how far it can come down. Like so I would say like, so here if there is a small buy zone like kind of thing, right? So I would say like I would schedule like this is a green zone, right? Like which is by 692. 692 means like that is another $40. Already $15 down. So another $40, like it may come down. So who knows? Like because that's the pattern, right? Like if you see like 15 minutes, it's bearish. 5 minutes, it's bearish. So after some time, like you may see like 1 hour will also turn to bearish, right? So, but I would strongly recommend that, like, I mean, so if anyone new to trading, or like these indicators, like you have everything in your hand. Like all you have to do is like spend some time, learn, and get a better understanding on how it works, and just start applying by yourself. You don't need to depend Kishore Kar, or someone has to come and say like, okay, buy at this price, sell at this price. Like, don't expect that. But the best way is like try to spend some time, your valuable time on this one to learn how it works. And currently I'm using like top 10 RCA price pulse and ultimatum. So top 10 price pulse and this T15 T5 indicator. So these are the three main indicators which I would recommend to refer. And but it's up to you. Like, I mean, whichever you feel like you're comfortable with, like you can go ahead. But these are the three things I always refer for my trading. And it's really powerful. And Kishore Garu like spent a lot of time, and he worked hard to build this one. And it was really great to share this with the community. And he's really helping every one of us to grow along with him. So which is really grateful. Good thought process as well as like. And um I know, like many of the technical things, like every day he's covering it, but all I'm doing is like that's the core things. I'm just focusing on it. And then like I'm just one good thing is like most of the time, like since I said like I'm traveling with him for almost 4 years, right? Like s- most of the time, like I feel like okay, oh no, like I got $1,000 loss. Like, so what I have to do? Like, okay, let's not hold it for a long time. It's like it's better to sell it off and we can recover the losses. Like, but instead of doing that, like before taking a trade, if you think twice or thrice to see like which way the market is going and what's going to happen with that particular symbol. And think twice or thrice, like before taking any trades. Like, so after taking trade and closing it with loss and recovering that loss later, that's a different thing. Like, I mean, so you don't want, nobody wants to do that. Like, instead of that, like think twice or thrice. Like, and also like don't think too much, like before taking into it. If you confidently feel that like it's going to come up, so definitely it's going to come up. Like, you have the indicators and you have everything in front of you. All you have to do is like get a better understanding on those tools, and get a better understanding on like what will happen when it touches here, like, and what will happen when there is a red zone, what will happen when there is a buy zone. And you also need to look at the PTH and the PDL. That is also very critical levels. Like, I mean, so if there is a big sell zone, and if you have the PDH right there, definitely it's not gonna break that, and it's not gonna go up unless otherwise, like if there is any important update related to that one. So like federal meetings or any other. If there was no event, and if you see that there is a big sell zone, and if there is a PDH zone there, definitely it's gonna tell you like it's gonna come down. So what I'm saying is like easily you can make like minimum $500 in your account. I'm 100% sure that once you started trading after understanding these indicators, definitely it's gonna help you financially and everything. So any questions, guys? Sorry, I couldn't give time to everyone like to ask if there was any questions. Like,
Yeah, chat is enabled. If anyone has any questions, you can post in the chat window.
Kishore Garu, do you want to cover anything? Like,
No, thank you very much, Senthilji. You covered, yeah, you shared some great tips. Right, one thing you need to right understand from Senthilji. So, right, he has a good problem now. He's trying to see how to reduce the profits. Right, within half an hour, 1 hour, he's able to make $1,500 with 5 accounts. And as of now, he's just trading with Apex. Right, he's going to start with Tick Tick Trader and other accounts. And you can see now that his billing rate per hour will become 3,000, 4,000, right? So that is the power. If you follow that consistency, discipline, take some time to learn. Initially, you may feel like it is taking time to learn, but understand, right? Now, even if you put 6 months of time also, if you can make $2,000 within 1 hour with just one platform. Now there are 30, 40 platforms. With his knowledge, he can repeat the same success with 30, 40. Right? Very soon he will be making a six-figure income every day. That is the power if you take time to learn, take time to right understand those patterns. He shared a lot of tips today, right? If while before sleeping you see there is a huge buy order blocks at the bottom, you can just put a limit order because already it is at a discount zone or at the bottom of the channel, and there is very minimal chance for it to drop below those. So if you put a limit order, by the time you get up, already you make some $400-500 in your account, right? Because Europe will again take the market up, US will take the market down later. So he shared some great tips, and yeah, for some of you who are completely new to trading or new to indicators, you may feel it is little overboard, but you see the confidence in him, right? You see that I can make 1 hour 30 minutes, I can make $1,500, right? With 5 accounts, each account making $300 is just like a cakewalk. He's trying to restrict his profits. He can make a lot more, but because he want to maintain the consistency, he's restricting. So that is the power. And yeah, thank you very much, Sandilji, for sharing a lot of tips. So is there,
Yep.
how are you identifying like which ones to pick every day?
Yeah. That's what like I mean. So I'll in the morning like I usually start like okay, let me go with this thing like. So I usually start in the morning like when I start get up in the morning like I'll see like what pattern it was like. So I'll check all nine of them. Like it's not gonna take too much time to check all those nine indicators, right? Like nine symbols, which I have it in my watch list. Like so, I'll go with one by one and see like where it was like in the channel, whether it is the top of the channel and the bottom of the channel, and I'll also look at the T5 and I'll see like how much points like here it was down. Like let's say like if NQ was up or down like 200 or 300 points, right? Like definitely that's the day range. Usually like 90% of the time, like the NQ's day range will be like between 200 to 300 points. Sometimes like if there was a new like for example like day before yesterday or so, like it came up like close to 400 points. That's because like in taking a presidency, and because of that hot news, like it was coming up. So usually that is the thing. Like for NQ, that is my understanding. Like usually, like it will be like 200 to 300 points is the day range. So in the morning when I get up, like I'll just look at the 5 minutes, 30 minutes, and 1 hour time frame, and see like where it was, like whether it is the top of the channel or like bottom of the channel, and what is the probability. Like I'll just also check like what is the trend. If it is a bearish or bullish, like I'll just check all those things. Like so, first thing, how much it went up or how much it went down, and second thing is like what is the trend, and the third thing is like what is the position, current position, whether it is top of the channel or bottom of the channel. So if it is top of the channel, like okay, where is the next sell order? I'll check the sell zone. If it is already in the sell zone, I'll just put uh quick sell. Probably like when I said like the somebody was asking about the what is the time frame, like morning, if you're getting up like just get up like 5:30 or get in front of your system around 6 o'clock. 6 to 7:30 is the best time. Quickly you can make like 500 to $1,000. Definitely, I'm sure like if you're following all these things like 7:30, if there was any events like any reports or any data which is coming, based on that it will go up. So if it is start going up, if you just buy quick call for the market order, definitely like quickly, like within 5 minutes, it will go like 50 points. You can quickly sell it and come back, come out. Then don't trade it after that. Just wait for like 9 o'clock time frame. So look for 7:30 if there was any events or if there was any data which is getting released on that particular day. And if that is the case, like that is the best day to perform the trading around the time frame, like around 7:30. And evening, or nighttime, like I look at 6 o'clock and see like if it was already up and if it was on the top of the channel, like so I'll just go for like today. Today is the best example, right? Like if you see like if you see around 6 o'clock, it was top of the channel, and there is a big sell order. See, if there is a big sell order, even if it goes up, it would have touched here and it should have reverted back, right? So definitely I'll put some sell order here. When I'm shorting here, within 5-10 minutes, like definitely I'll make a quick profit, like minimum $500, easily you'll get it. Like you don't need to focus on $500, but $100, $200 easily you can make it. So evening 6 to 8 is the timing. I will look, and sometimes like after 10:30 or 11 o'clock, once kids went to bed, like I'll just take a look and how the market is going on, and every symbol I will spend around like maximum 5 to 10 minutes to see like what is the pattern and how it's which way it's gonna move. As I said, like I mean, so this is thing, right? RTY is also like um probably like it'll go up or down like 15 to 20. Um minimum 10 to 20. 10 to 20 is the range. Usually I saw like sometimes like 30, 40, but that is a rare case. Like and GC also like 10 to 15, and silver also like probably like a 500 to 600 is the range, daily move range. And natural gas like 3 to 4%, like whether it goes up or down, like definitely it's ranging between 2 to 3%, like you will see that. And soya future, right? So one good thing about soya is like if it's a downtrend, definitely it'll be downtrend for a while, like at least 2 days. If it is uptrend, definitely it will be uptrend for 1 or 2 days. So that's how it is. Like it's not like soya futures is not going to fluctuate like other symbols like NQ or GC or silver, like or natural gas or like that. So Dow Jones Mini also the same case. Like however the NQ moves, like it's going to move the same case. Like and crude oil, it depends. Like it depends on the market. Like so that also I'll look the same thing. Like so crude oil is also like minimum or maximum, it's not gonna go down $2 or go up $2. So it will be like between $1 to $2 range. So you will look at the T5 and then like top or bottom of the channel, like based on that you can take a trade. But all these nine symbols, right? Like majority of them, like you don't need to if you figured out like which way the NQ is gonna follow, RTYs also follow the same thing. And Dow Jones Mini also going to follow the same thing. Nikki also going to follow the same thing. So if you figured out like which way, whether NQ, if you're confident that NQ is going up, so all these three, the Nikki, Dow Jones, RTY, so all three will also go up. If it goes down, then all three will also go down. So you don't need to, you just take a look, but you don't need to. These are the pattern like I'll usually refer. And when it comes to gold and silver, they both follow the same direction. So as I said, like, so the rest, how many, like maybe I'll check two of them. So in that two of them, it already covered like 3, 4 plus 6 symbols, right? So balance three is like natural gas, soya future, and crude oil. So those three, like I'll spend 5-10 minutes and I'll figure it out like which way it's gonna happen. Yeah, that's how I used to check it. Like, so the time zone is like best time is like morning 7:30 Central Time. When there was any event or anything was getting reported, like whether it is up or down, like you can just make a quick $100-$200 profits. Yeah, better I would say like check all time frames, like 5, 15, and 1 hour time frame to get a better understanding on like which way it's gonna happen. Nikki, usually one thing I noticed is like when Asia market opens, right, that is around like after between 8 to 10. If it is all the way up in the top of the channel, definitely you can buy short. If there was a based on the indicators, like if you feel that it's top of the channel and T5 is also top, and the biased short, and then like 100 minimum 100 points. Like if you put a sell order at 100 points, definitely around like 3 o'clock time frame, right? As I said, like 2 to 3, it's gonna definitely any ticket that goes up, definitely that's gonna come down around 3 o'clock. Same case, like if there was anything which is already the bottom, after the 3 o'clock time frame, it's gonna go up. So if you put the sell order, like definitely it'll sell. One day, on the evaluation account, what happened? Like I bought a sell short for the Nikki around like um 10 o'clock or so. Only one contract, one shot. Morning when I saw like each EA account, it was $8,000 profit. I shared that with Kisorji. That was like a couple of months before. So that's the power of Nikki. Like I mean, if it is in your favor, and if there was any bad news from the Asia market, like you'll get like plenty of money on that. It's up to you guys. Like I mean, how everyone's pace of learning is like different, right? Like I mean, so if you're good enough to spend like at least a 1 or 2 hours every day, um, definitely like within a month or so, like you should be able to get confident, and you can able to um, trade confidently and get the profits. Of course, H1 is like it's a trading. It's your you cannot do the trading as a what do you say, like professionals, right? Like you're non-professional, so definitely you can do that. Like no, there is no harm in doing the trading.
So,
Whatever
Santosh,
time you're
are you trading in your
sorry,
office hours or you are mainly focusing in your off?
mainly focusing on the off hours and the office hours. Like sometimes, like I'll see like around between 11 o'clock or so, like I'll see. And during lunch hours, I'll just see like what is the pattern. And if there was any opportunity to get $200 $300 in each account, like I'll use that opportunity. And sometimes if I feel that like mostly NQ, since I have a 250K account, right? Like if NQ was at the bottom around like 10:30 or 11 o'clock, definitely I'll put one buy order there, one long call there, and then I'll leave it for a couple of hours. And definitely it's gonna go up like maybe 20 30 points up. So I'll do the sell order 20 30 points up, and it'll sell it, and it'll definitely it'll touch that point, and then it'll sell it. So that's what I'll do it. Like in office hours, I don't manually monitor all the time, like because I have a lot of work. So mainly I'm focusing on during the night time. So nighttime, that's what I will do, Kisorji. Like, so if you see like evening time, right? Like I got like $1,500 profit like in each account. Like, and since my quota was done for this day, because today afternoon, like Sunday trading hours and today trading to till tomorrow's evening trading hours are considered as a one trading day, right? So I don't want to burst that consistency metrics. So that's the reason I just folded it. Otherwise, I would have made like another $1,000 easily for each of these accounts. Usually during the evening time as well as during the morning hours, like up to 9, I'll do the trading, and after that, like very rarely, like if there is a potential that gives a confidence that I can make money, I'll take it. Otherwise, I won't take it.
Right. So are you getting that? I know, right? Already you're confident, but are you worried about any job scenarios if AI takes over all the jobs? Do you have a plan B ready, or are you getting confident that okay, even
Yeah, now I have a confidence. Like even if I lose a job, like I don't care. Like I don't give a shit. So this
right,
one, like we can do it to the trading. Even if I want to, if I had to go back to India, I can do the trading from there. So I'm so much confident that definitely whatever the money I'm earning it from my job, easily I could make that job same amount of money, like better than that, like with this performance trading.
right, right. Actually, you can make whatever you make in a month. I'm sure with the way you are trading, you can do it in one day. Because now I know you are just using Apex, but if you start using Take Profit Trader or Tradify, right? Because they already have direct SIM accounts. or take profit trader in 1 week, you can easily complete the evaluation. So same effort, if you put on 10, 15 accounts, then that 6,000, 7,000 every day is very, very easy for you. And I'm sure you will hit that seven-figure income by end of 2025. Every
Yeah,
day, if
my
you make
my
five,
plan.
yeah,
Yeah,
please go ahead.
yeah. Yeah. So I was about to say, like, my plan is to have like Tick Tick Trader is they're offering like 50K five accounts, right? So I'll go with five on that. Like altogether, I'm planning to have 20 direct funded accounts, and out of the 20, like my goal is to like um those are like 4K per account. So, but altogether, like I'm planning to take like um close to 30 to 40K probably after a couple of months or like after 2 or 3 months. So my goal is to get like minimum 30K per month on this one.
Cool. Yeah, awesome, Sandarji. I'm sure you'll make that
Yeah,
six-figure.
definitely. I have a conference in that Kisagaru. Like, so probably like I'll take another session after 2 or 3 months, and I would like to share those things. Like, so
Right.
whether I'm able to achieve that or not. Like,
Right. You will definitely achieve, right? Already you are achieving it
yeah, it
consistently,
is
and
possible.
just
Yeah, yeah,
right. All you are doing is just add few more accounts. That's it, right? We are not trying to.
exactly.
You will still keep that $300 per day, but only thing is instead of 5 accounts, you will trade on 10 accounts, 15 accounts.
10
Then
accounts. Yeah, yeah,
yeah, every day you will have a six-figure income. Whatever you make in a month in IT job, you can do that
exactly.
in a day. And yeah. Thank you very much for sharing all the tips and yeah, spending time, right? Because yeah, many in our community don't want to share, right? But yeah, you took time and you were ready to share all the knowledge, contribute, and definitely we are looking for more sessions in the future.
Sure.
Thanks for taking time. Yeah,
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
yeah, thank you. So now I want to invite Susmita, another superstar who is following the rules, who is yeah, trading with a discipline, and I'm sure she will be another Venkat, another Senthil within few weeks. But again, right, it's not about whether you are making money or not. It is about the confidence you are building each day by following a systematic rules, by following an approach. Because once you get that confidence, right, if you trade without understanding what you know, what you are doing, then we may make money one day, we may lose one day. But if you are following a rule and it is whatever you thought it is happening, then the confidence which you get is tremendous and you can achieve huge. So I want to share Susmita to share her thoughts on how systematic trading is helping her to build the confidence. Because there are a lot of women, right? Lot of homemakers. They spend a lot of time. They do a lot of things, much more than what we do. But we think like they are not working, they are not making money, even though they do a lot more. And yeah, uh, so this will help them to get that inspiration or help them to understand how trading, right? They can spend this 2 hours every day in the evening, 7 to 9 or 8 to 10, or in the morning 6 to 7 when kids are sleeping or when kids go to school. So this is another great way for those homemakers to learn, take some time, because we spent years together to get a 70K, 80K salary. We spent 10 years, 15 years, we did so many degrees, so many things that we can make it in 1 month, 2 months if we take time and understand things thoroughly. So yeah, Susmita ji, yeah, are you there?
Yes,
Yeah,
I'm
please,
here. I'm
yeah,
here.
please, yeah.
Thanks, Kishore Garu. Actually, Senthil, that was really inspirational. Thank you so much for sharing all the tips and tricks. In fact, I was taking notes as I was going through this as well. Um, Thanks for the opportunity. I'm reading all the questions also that are coming, and I think for me, as Kishore Garu mentioned, one of the biggest things is learning. I think that's it takes about 7 times for us to just register certain things. That's just human nature. So for me, the biggest thing that's worked out is first things first, leaving the emotions out, trusting the indicators to give you what actually works. And I actually was going through, I'm going to share my screen. just to show you how my setup usually looks. And this is typical of how I've got this setup, a big monitor, and all of the tips and tricks that steps that Kishore shares. I usually keep those up to remind me multiple times. And then today, actually, it was a big day for NQ and ES. I think a couple of things to remember from myself specifically is each ticker, even though certain tickers fall in the same, or in the same situation of, okay, if gold increases, silver will, and all metals will move in the same direction. There's a certain amount of volatility that's involved in certain tickers that sometimes gets us worried, especially for someone like myself, is like, oh my god, I'm seeing too much of a loss before I see the gains. So then it's my emotion takes over. So something to remember, like ES and NQ, ES is more stable, or much more as compared to NQ. And same with silver and gold. Is silver is a little bit of a rough ride, up and down. It goes in the direction of gold, but silver sometimes gets choppy, which then is like a little bit of rush decisions are made, especially for someone like myself. It's like, oh shoot, I'm losing, my prop account would meet the daily loss limits or go into liquidation and such. I think the thing that's worked for me specifically is choosing a method and continuously hearing what the tips that Kishore shares. They're phenomenal. I think there's simple things like, and over the years, knowledge that tenured traders have built, that sometimes is a little bit over the indicators as well. As I shared, in the certain tickers being choppier than the others, that's something that to keep in mind. Also, one thing, if you notice out here, NQ, every trade that I take, I usually do it in the evenings, which is a little bit quieter for me. It's post office hours, post family time, all of that. So typically, any sometime between 7:30 Central Time to about 9:30, when things get a little quiet before sort of almost like things close down for most time zones in the US. So that's typically my sweet spot on when I trade. Today, of course, being an off day, there's an opportunity to learn, and of course, Trump and the news around that. So one thing I do is, with every trade I take, I sit back to see whether it is successful or unsuccessful or not so successful, is what worked. What was it that the indicator said, and what was it that I did not do? Like today, this morning, I was actually looking at the strong buy for NQ actually came someplace around here. But if you notice, T5 isn't, and then this is in the 5-minute time frame, T5 isn't where we'd like it to be. It's the red line is still out there. So it's like, okay, I'm not necessarily going to trust that. So hence my trade actually started someplace out here. I see the T5 confluence. I see the blue line for the T5. I see the green. I see this. My strategy typically involves this T5, T55, and price pulse. Those are the ones that I typically use. That's the one I've at least settled into. See more confluence with how I, as a trader, think. And then with that, it's like, I don't usually, one thing I've burnt my fingers on is waiting for the bigger profits. It's like we know some of the tenured ones make 500,000 in sometimes single trades. I go very small. Sometimes if I see 100, 150, that's like a jackpot for me. I keep it small, but do multiple entries and exits, scalping in some ways. Again, make sure that every single trade I take, I check for the confluence. I make sure that I'm double checking. And then of course, it's making sure that, you see the arrows out here is the entry exits. I've done it multiple times. I probably didn't make the same had I stayed all the way from the start point to the end, but I made enough to get me confident, as well as not let the emotions run high. So to me, I think the biggest thing is attending the training sessions, as well as listening to the method that, or the strategy that works the most for you. I think that's huge. One other thing that I think the biggest thing that got me caught up and got me to lose quite a bit is the where to find what the overall trend is. Right now in the morning, we saw ES and NQ, they were obviously bullish. My biggest question was why? Why were they bullish? How did we deem that? So that was my biggest learning for today is if I go into the higher time frame charts, even though I'm doing prop firm trading, my for what's the overall trend is going into the higher time frame, and this is where our chart for the day starts, right? So when we're looking at that, it's like, what is the trend? What is the overall trend showing? And this is what Kishore Gar kept on reiterating on the post that he did today also, is what is the overall trend showing? And then based off of that, any trade that you see upward trend in an ES or NQ, they were following pretty much the same, you have more confidence in those strong buy signals. Now, if you look at it, the trends changed, is like overall on the higher time frames, it's now falling, it's coming down, and you saw the big drop. And a few things again that we pick up over the multiple sessions is there was a gap up that, and people talk about, again, I'm not a tenured trader by any means of the way, but these are terminologies that you folks use, or in Kishore Gar in his sessions, or Central Gar when in his tips and tricks, is like some of these things of what is the channel, what is gap up, what happens when the gap up happens, how much time does the market usually allow to lapse before it starts to adjust and make sure that the gap up is adjusted. Today morning we saw pretty significant increase in the ES and NQ because of, again, Trump's speech and swearing in. So just now we saw that both those tickers drop quite significantly. I didn't enter because I wasn't sure on whether the overall trend had changed or not. So I let it ride. But if you notice out here, before it actually started the downtrend, I did take quite a few in the evening as well. And if you notice out here, I did make quite a bit on this. Now, again, each trade to get to this 1,500 in each of my prop accounts was probably 100, 150. Anything more than that, I usually don't, unless and until I'm super confident about it. It's a live trading session. Kishore Gar has, it's almost like a hand-holding piece of it. Unless if I'm doing it by myself, which is what I did most of today, I do not let the profits run too high. Or most importantly, one other thing that I've noticed work really successfully for me, especially with prop firm trading, is stop loss. Always have a stop loss, because sometimes these volatile tickers go up and down multiple points, and within literally seconds, you just blink of an eye, you see some of these come down 250, 300, sometimes even just with a single contract, or with a single, which then is like, oh shoot, I've lost quite a bit. You've again hit your trailing loss or your daily loss limits, and that's it. So keeping a stop loss really helps for me. Just as when you buy something and you go long, you have a sell limit. You also should have a sell at a stop loss. Just make sure of that. Another thing that's also worked for me specifically is doing maybe one trade at a time, or max of 2 trades. Anything more than that is just too much to watch, too much of adrenaline rush, so to say. So that's one thing that's also something I watch for, is keeping it to simple. Just do the one contract, look in the higher time frame, figure out what that what the trend is, and then of course mark your create a smaller list of the futures list that got shared. This is a lot of tickers, a lot of information for someone like myself. So all I do is, like, I've got a smaller one for evening, the ones that I think are the tickers that I can actually read and make sense of in terms of the signals. And then anytime I have a little bit of a issue with judgment on, hey, am I making the right calls, I always fall back on something like a top trend, to saying, okay, can I use that to again get the confidence, get more reassurance before I enter a trade. I think all of the tips and tricks that Senthilgar shared are more for someone that's, knows the market, has been tenured in terms of trading. For myself, it's still a learning journey. So it's about hearing the same information multiple times and then practicing. And then every trade to go back to making notes of why did it work or why did it not work. Even the ones that I don't take and Kishore publishes, when time permits, I go back to analyzing what was it in the higher time frames versus the lower time frames and what worked, or what was the indicator telling me. And there have been times when I've gone ahead of the indicator, or it's like, oh, I almost see this line coming down and I see the red over here. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm going to surely see a dot. And then I enter a shot over here. Suddenly the entire thing is, moving up, see a minus 150, $200. And I'm like, oh shoot, and then sell it. And then again, emotions take the best of me. So I've had that happen, which is why I'm now very, very, very methodical and systematic about letting the indicators give me the confluence of, yes, this is the right time. It's probably me, sitting and watching this to saying, okay, I'm waiting for the sell signal, and that's when I will take it. But otherwise, it's like, nope, I'm not gonna let the emotion take the best of me. So that's the most important thing. The other thing that I would also suggest is pick a few trade pickers. Don't go for all. Again, that I think I mentioned it. Even within this, I don't pick more than one or two for a day. And it could be metals, it could be, ES and NQ. ES and NQ, of course, because of what's happening in the US market and such, it's been pretty significant in giving, which is why it's a good, over the past week, that's what my choice was. But otherwise, typically I settle down with metals. They're pretty good with following with the indicators giving us exactly when to enter, when not to. And then more importantly, stop loss being the best friend there. And then one other thing that I have noticed sometimes is, when we are away from the system and then we come back and we're like, oh, there's a indication or something that's been shared in the telegram channel, and it's like, oh yeah, maybe I should have, FOMO sometimes gets the best of me too. So that's another one that I watch for, is make sure that I don't get into a FOMO situation. So I'm going to pause here. That's pretty much what I wanted to share, as in terms of what's worked for me, and again, part of the learning journey for myself.
Yeah, thank you very much, Sushmita. And yeah, I'm sure with the way you're trading, making 20,000 per day, yeah, I'm sure very soon you'll break all the records and you'll share much bigger success stories. Yeah, continue, and I wish you all the best.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, yeah. Satya.
Hi Kishore. Hi everyone. Yeah, I'm actually usually trade during off hours, like most of the time in my daytime, like I'm busy with my work. So usually I focus only on the evenings, majorly around metals, and because like it will not have like a huge volatility, and we can trade like with confident. So usually I go for the metals, and majorly I use T5, T55, and price pulse. Usually, when metal moves, like mostly it is in consolidation, and if it moves, like it will be moving very quickly. So usually, I wait for any consolidation zone, and if it is the signal is right, and if I take, usually I take like a minimal profit. Like I always have targeted profit for each metals. Usually for silver, I usually trade for like $100 profit for each trade entry, and like same way, like I maintain the stop loss, so that way I will make it like very consistent of taking the profit and trades in consistent manner. And most of the thing like what I suggest is like always wait for the signal. Like initial days, like I missed like I made like lot of losses, and as Kishore training, and lot of things I will make use of that one. So usually suggest like as the day starts, I usually go for like 1 hour longer time frame and check for like what is in bullish and what is in bearish. Then I will usually monitor 5 minutes, and if it is 5 minutes is giving signal, then I will still go for the lower time frame what it is happening. So if it is like lower time frame is turning red, and I will wait till it turns green or giving the buy signal again, then I will take the trade from there. So it's kind of like I will usually for the longer time frame, that's where I decide like whether to go long or short. For taking trades, I will go for the lower time frame, and I usually take the trades like whenever the lower time frame turns green. Yeah, that's how like I usually make the trades.
Cool, Satya. So you are not trading any trades during office hours, right? You're
Yes, like because like a few instances I did trade during office hours that is kind of like backfire. If something, if I put like some stop loss, sometimes like it will not reach it, it will be turning down. In those instances it is not working out, so usually I trade off hours. And also like the replicant everything I'm using, few instances what is happening is like if Ninja Trader is losing connection or something, if one of the funding account is disconnected, then those trades will remain same. So it is always like whenever I'm monitoring, only those hours I will be trading, or else I'm not trading during like office hours or anytime I'm doing other works. So it's kind of like I need to give always like 100% of focus when I am trading. But like if you focus, like you can get the profit as soon as you find the good setup. Yeah.
cool, Satya. So on average, like how many accounts, how many prop accounts you're trading, and how much on average is your target every day on each account?
So my minimum target is like 500 per day. If I'm like after that, like what I usually do is like I will just switch to paper trading, just to get confidence. I will be keep on trading with the paper funding, but like for the prop funding, I just go with like a $500 profit target, and I have like three accounts in each firm, so that like I maintain the consistency. Yeah.
Okay, so that is 500 per each account.
Yes, yeah.
So you have approximately around 10, 12 accounts or three
Yes,
each.
I'm having like more than 20 accounts. Apex I have more accounts compared to others, but like Apex I have like 20 accounts. Like Tradify, every other prop funding, I have three accounts. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So what is the average success rate, Satya, using this T5 T55 strategy? How many times you're winning and how many times it is going against your.
So most of the time, like it is kind of like a 90 percentage of time it is success, but like the 10 percentage, the failure also, it's kind of like I always usually hurry in taking trades. So it's kind of like I keep on learning to control my emotions. Most of the time I try to like put on like taking trades based on like okay, like here at that particular point it is going to reverse, and those instances most of the time it fails. So I usually monitor, okay, it's correct setups, then go for that one. 90 percentage of the time it is going in the correct path. Yeah.
One of the members asking, you had any failures initially? I
Multiple
mean,
failures
deploying,
initially.
right.
Yeah, I had multiple failures initially. Like so like most of the time like it is due to my emotions. Like as I mentioned, like trading during busy time, or like FOMO effect. Like whenever like I find like a see that alerts or something, like I quickly trying to enter without getting the complete confluence on all the indicators. Those times like it failed, and like a single failure might cost like huge. That's how I blown the accounts. What I suggest is usually take only one. Initially, start with like a trade only take one account, or take a micros. Start with micros and learn the indicators thoroughly. Then go for like a mini. For example, like NQ or ES. Go with the MNQ or MES and make it more comfortable taking. And because like MNQ and MES, you can wait for longer time frame, and the profit or loss, it might be loss might be very minimal, so that you will not blow the account. So always I suggest like start with the micros, make it more comfortable, then go for minis. And also like if you are going for the mini also, just start with like taking one trade at a time. Then if you are getting more confident, then you can go for more trades. Yeah.
So between top trend and price pulse, which one is your favorite indicators, or which one is
Ah,
working good for you?
so for me, like T5, mostly I use T5 for longer time frame and shorter time frame. Then I go for T55 and price pulse. So once T5 gives confluence on like it is going for longer position, then I check for the price pulse and T55 to get the confluence on that buy order. Then I will go for the trade. Kishore.
Okay, cool.
Whether it is at the top of the zone or like it is at the discount zone, those things I verify. But major confluence first I will see is T5, whether T5 is giving buy or sell. Then go for T55 whether I'm getting that strong buy or strong sell. Then I will check for the price pulse.
Cool. So are you becoming confident day by day, Satya? Are you so do you see that seven-figure income per annum is a possibility?
Yes, yes, that is possible, more feasible. Like if you are just stick with the rules, control the emotions, and just follow the rules, that is easily achievable.
Right, right, yeah,
Uh,
yeah. Very
and
good, Satya.
don't trade like during the busy hours. Just allocate the time either in the morning or evening. Just focus on the trades and get all the confirmation. Take trades, and as soon as like don't over trade. Like as soon as you are done with your profit target, first start with the like lowest profit target. As soon as you achieve that, change it to paper trading and try to do other trades, and just to get the confidence. Then like maintain the consistency in taking profits.
Great tips, Satya,
Mm.
Susmita, Senthil. Yeah, yeah, definitely these are right. We all learn from each other, and great sharings. And wish you all the best, Satya. I'm sure with the way you are doing 95% success, I'm sure your seven-figure income in 2025 is not far.
Yeah.
With yeah, with because you have 20-30 prop firms now, you are using 4-5. But yeah, if you increase them little bit, you can achieve it much quicker also.
Oh
Yeah,
yes,
thank,
sure, sure, Kishore. Yeah,
thanks
thank
for
you.
taking time. I know you have some internet issues, but you took time to join and share like what you're doing, how you're making 90% plus success.
Yeah, thank you, Kishore. Also, your trainings all helping me. Like, if anything new comes in, like you were teaching, like I'm just adding that to my list and making following those rules as well. That really helps, Kishore. Thank you for your support. Yeah.
Sure, thank you. Yeah. Now our next superstar is Kumar. Do you want to share like what you're doing? And so again, right? If you see, Senthil is using one type of approach, Susmita is doing one approach, Satya is doing one approach. So you have to find your right. You have the tools, right? How you want to use the tools. It is you can yeah follow the same approach, or you can create your own system or your own set of rules. You will be successful. Right? All we need is maintaining following those rules consistently. Then yeah, definitely that six-figure, seven-figure income is not far for any of you. You all can be there. Yeah, please go ahead.
Okay, hey everyone. Okay, sure. Thanks for giving the opportunity to share uh, my learnings to all the people here. Hope everyone takes some learnings out of from my experience here. Okay, so what I usually do is I only focus on M1Q. Okay, I don't really focus on anything else. That was really helped me to focus on one ticker, which understand the characteristics of one ticker over a long period of time. I whenever I join Kishore session, that those are the time I trade the golds, metals, and other tickers. That too with the help of Kishore. But the concept is pretty much the same. But in order to keep my focus on one single ticker, I started to focus only on MNQs. The reason why I picked up MNQ is, as you all know, that NQ is so volatile. So even if you directly go with one NQ, if it goes up in our correct direction, it is well and good. But if it goes in the opposite direction, obviously we will get into a lot of drawdowns and it may hit our daily drawdown limit and everything, right? So that's why I started focusing on M&Q. And then once, so I what I usually do is I start to take M&Q first, like one contract or two contracts to enter with. And then once the trade goes into my favor, I convert that M&Q into one NQ. Meaning if I take one NQ, I add like 2, 3, or 4, or maximum convert into 10 M&Q, which is equivalent to one NQ. But I will do that only after my trade goes in my favor and everything, even after all the confirmation, I stick to this rule. That really helps me to focus on the rules that I set for myself. Okay. And also, especially, I focus mostly on the evening market open. As you can see, when the evening market opens, I tend to see that maximum 1 or 2 hours, we will be getting a good trend, either a nice uptrend or either a nice downtrend. So I focus that 1 or 2 hours, which we usually get 1 or 2 trades, solid trades, and then we can take those trades and then done for the day. Right. So as you also copy the trades to multiple accounts, those small profits are also multiplied into multiple accounts. So even if you make $200, $300, it's 5 or 6 accounts. It's more than enough for our daily target of $1,000 if you want to make that way. So also what I usually do, these are the indicators I use, which is our T5 and then the T55 recently we got. That was really helpful and working very well for me here. So one thing what I do, I take this vertical line, and then whenever I get a symbol here, right, or the indication here that T5 is bringing a buy signal here, and also there's a lot of gap between. Anyway, once you get this T5 buy signal, you will not see the gap. But what I usually do, I put a vertical line, right? So I wanted to see the intersection of the candles here, whether we already have a strong buy and a green triangle here, and then we have this line is also turned to green, and then the price is above this blue line or not, right? So at this point of time, this condition is satisfied here, and then this line is also green. So two conditions satisfied. And previously we also had a strong buy. Then I take 1 or 2 M1Q here. And then once my trade goes into my favor, for example, let's say we broke above this blue line and then price went above this blue line. I used to add more. But here, if you see my target for this trade already met within this candle itself. So I took a couple of, you can see here. I took a few contracts here. And I can move my line here. You can see I took a couple of contracts here and couple of contracts here, and then I booked my profits 2 contracts here and then 2 here. So that's it. That's the trade I took here. And if you want, you can also keep, but I keep my profit smaller, so that because anyway I am copy trading into multiple accounts, so this small profits is more than enough for multiple accounts. So this is one of the strategy I usually follow. The same thing, I put another vertical line here. So this is a sell signal, so I make it. I also have some template. I make it, for example, if I'm in the 5 minutes, I make it 5 minutes sell. So this is, I make it 5 minutes buy. There's some text reference for me to understand. So this is a 5-minute sell signal on T5, and then we also got a strong sell here. So same condition we validate whether the price went all the way up to the overbought zone. Yes, it is. And then we also got a strong sell. It was not achieved until here. But this trade I missed. I had some work in my home, so I didn't take this trade. But I took the reversal long trade here, so that you can see here. So reversal long I took because it touched this discount zone. So I took this reversal long and I made few profits here. And then same thing, what we can do, we can put a 5 minutes buy here, make it 5 minutes buy. So do the same condition check. Okay, price went all the way from top to bottom. And then there is a lot of gap between this white line and the red line. And price also bouncing from the discount zone here. Right, and especially if you see this bigger wick touching the discount zone and coming back, it usually reverses a lot, quite well. So these are the trades I wish to take. So here I didn't take this trade, but this is one example where you can also take. You can go long because this line is also green. You have a T5 green signal. This line also green. You have a, even though the gap is not that far, but this is still okay. So you can also go long here and put stop loss below this previous candle, the larger candle wick, and you can take few profits here. And we know that if you're waiting for bigger profits, we know that we have to have a good bullish momentum here, bullish trend here, and then the trend strength here. But so far, I also check very frequently how the 15 minutes, 1 hour, 4 hour, and daily are, which color it is. As long as above 15, so here, as Kishore always say, right, how many green colors you see versus red color. So here I can see more, at least 4 tables are showing me the bullish trend. So we can confidently take this long. And then if you're looking for more profits, I usually book my profits when it touches this blue line, because this will act as resistance when the price is coming from the bottom to the top. And also this will also act as support when price is coming from the top to bottom. And I recently added this indicator. This is also helpful and visually representing the current time frame where we are in. At least if I'm in 5 minutes, I'll also look at to see whether the less than 5 minutes time frames are in bullish, and more than 5 minutes time frame is also in bullish. So here at this here it says that it is in bearish time frame. But if you are taking, make sure you book the profits when it touches this blue line. That's how I usually follow. That was working really well. And then when the price keeps going up, I also look at where my previous day high and previous day low, and then even if price goes above this, I take profits whenever it touches one of these sell zones here. I usually don't wait for the price to go all the way and touch here. I usually put my sell limit order a little bit below this zone, so that even if price doesn't go all the way into this block, I get some profits out of this trade. Okay. And also I also check the higher time frame, for example 1 hour. 1 hour, if you see the same thing I usually follow, the vertical line strategy that I usually follow for myself. So right now, if you can take this 5 minutes vertical line out. Okay. So 1 hour, if you see, just now we got a red dot here. And if you draw a line here, so this may take some time to build, because we just now received one red dot here. And we also got a strong sell, but the strong sell is happening in the current candle, right? But so based on this information, what it indicates is that there is a potential for the NQ to go down, because it already hit this 233K sell orders, and then it's trying to go down. But as we know that price don't go on a straight line, right? It will go, once it comes down, it will goes up and try to hit this sell order block here, and then it already hit the sell order block, and then it drop a little bit here, and then it will go try to go again and hit this sell order block, and then it may drop. So when it drops, you go back and check in 5 minutes if it is bearish, and if you get a 5 minutes red dot, you can go for a shot and try to book profits whenever it reaches the bottom of the target. For example, let's say 5 minutes is still in bullish trend, but when you get a red dot here, we know that it may try to come and touch this red line here. Right? That will be mostly our target, and then it may keep going down. It may keep going to the discount zone, and then the bottom of the buy order blocks. Yeah, that's pretty much my strategy. So I wanted to keep it simple, not to make it more complicated and confusing for myself and others.
Yeah, great sharing over there. How many prop firms you completed challenges now, as of now?
Yeah, I completed Apex. I have 20 Apex accounts now. And for LA Trader Funding, I have four. I have four 300K accounts. I wanted to go slowly, and then I also wanted to have a bigger target, so that it will also help me to earn more in the future. So I picked up 300K challenges, but I was able to, all these learnings I had for the last 6 months to 1 year. It was really helping me to clear the 300K accounts easily right now. So I target at least at least 1K, but not every day I can hit 1K, but maximum I will target to hit 1K per day. Sometimes you get, but sometimes even if I get 500, 600 per day, I switch off and then I focus on something else. So for LA trader funding, I have 300K accounts, and for top step, I have 150K. That 150K I already cleared. Right now I am in their sim funded account. There I was trading consistently. I also got a email from them that I think Kishore might have shared that email that whenever you receive that consistent email, they will consistently you are trading on the email. They will be looking at your email, looking at your accounts closely, and they will also try to move you to the live accounts. I don't know the process how long it will take, but I got one top step 150K account. Then for take profit trader, I have uh, 200, I think 150K that I cleared for the performance accounts, and three I'm working on. And then for Bullnox, I have 450K accounts I cleared. I think that's pretty much it.
Awesome, great job. So, right, that's how you must have heard that you should have always multiple income sources, right? You never depend on one single income source. Suddenly, your employer or suddenly Apex stops paying. But, right, this is how Kumar got uh, performance accounts from 5, 6, 7 different companies. So, even if he makes $100 trade, right? Easily he can make $500, $600. But what I'm saying is, even if he can make $100 profit every day in one account, he got around 20, 25, 20 accounts. So 1,500 to $1,000 is minimum. If he spends 1 hour time in the evening or morning, whenever he is free, he can spend 1.5 hour. That is good enough, right? If you can make 20, 25K sitting at home for 1.5 hour, you don't need to worry about what Trump will do, what will happen to visas, what will happen to jobs, what the AI can do, all these things. So that is the power of following a systematic approach, power of following certain rules before we take trades, as Susmita, Senthil, Satya, Kumar, everyone. And there are many more success stars, the superstars, which I'll be bringing them. Everyone will have failures, right? It is not that they have some right inbuilt skills, or by birth they did not have any technical skills or trading skills or emotional skills, right? It's all, everybody will go through the failures, but if we continue with patience, persistence, and focus, everyone can achieve what all these superstars are achieving. So that's what I want to share, right? So we all can learn from each other. Everybody will have some, right? Now Kumar shared certain tips, right? How to put those, whenever you see a dot, put a line, and then you see. If you feel confident, you take the trade. Don't go with that FOMO, right? Don't immediately you see a buy, you don't need to quickly jump in, because if there is a strong buy, minimum it will hold for next 30, 40 minutes. If you put another 1 minute and just check for the confluence, then you are much more, you are entering the trade with much more confidence, with much more right, with a strong belief. Then you will make nice gains. One trade is good enough. So like this. Yeah, thanks again to everyone for sharing a lot of
Yeah,
great
one
tips
last
today.
tip, Kishore. One thing I want to share to everyone, which is I know this will help you a lot. Believe, trust me, in the future. Especially if you see there is a huge gap, right? If you see the distance between the red dot and the green dot, okay, if look at the distance, okay, if the distance is so too far, and also you can check the timings. This is my local time in Pacific Standard Time. Okay, this is my 4:20, and so this is the time I received a red dot, and this cell was a good one. So this is 4:20 my time, and then the green dot we got at 5:40 my time. It's almost 1 hour or 1.5 hour. Okay, and then when you get, so whenever you get the reversal signal after a huge gap between the last signal, so this signal will have a good potential. So definitely you will make at least a few points. Even during market hours, definitely this will even go a lot further. In this case, since this is half hour, so it but it did still went up. But this distance, right? How far the distance between the last two signals is also very important. And also, if you see after a huge drop, okay, check whether there's a huge drop or the huge pump to the upside. Okay, definitely you will see a reversal on those cases. So in this example, we got a strong sell, and then there was a huge drop. Okay, and you can measure the number of points, how much points you dropped. You can quickly take out this the measure tool and measure from the top to bottom. Right, how many points you dropped. To put it here, and then I think it dropped even more. So if it dropped almost 2.5%, right, which is more on a evening time. So if there is a huge drop, definitely you can expect some reversal. So and then if you take those reversal longs or buy signal, you can see that how far it went, right? Almost this is 5 minute candle. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, almost 30 minutes. It was keep on going. So if you take these trades, you will be more successful. Instead of if you focus on here, for example, you can see there is more buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, so many candles. So try to avoid taking trades on these cases when there is a cluster of buy and sell, buy and sell, buy and sell. So here we can't make much money here. So I usually avoid these. I wait for a huge drop. Okay, I wait for a huge drop, or I wait for a huge pump to the upside. So if there is a huge drop, I know that it will reverse at least for few points, right? So those trades, your risk is very less because you know that this is already dropped so much of points. So definitely it will move to the top and then it will continue to drop. So these longs, if you take, you will be more successful. Similarly, if there's a huge pump to the upside, definitely it will drop for a few points and then it will keep going up. Especially so you can look at this one here. So it was continuously keep on going up. And look at the distance between this green and the red dot here. Yeah, do the same thing here. Put a vertical line here. So this is 5 minutes buy, right? And then put a vertical line here. 5 minutes sell. And see the distance, right? What was the time here? 5:20 my time. And this sell was 7:05. So it's a huge gap. So it kept on pumping, right? Non-stop. So and then if you take, and let's say even if you miss this long, right? Don't worry. Definitely you'll get a reversal because this is not going to go up forever. So it is definitely will come down. And then if you take this sell, it dropped more points for us to secure on the shorter side. So if you take these trades, these kind of trades, your risk will be very, very minimal. Okay, that's one tip I wanted to share.
Yeah, good one. Yeah, cool. So there are few questions. Can you please explain any rules for elite trader funding 150K evaluation accounts?
150K, I think we can check in their site. I think they have. Now I usually take the 300K account. So 300K, we have to make 20K as a profit, and 7,500 is your uh, stop loss or drawdown. 150K, which will be mostly the 50% of it, right? Maybe 15K is a maximum profit, and they'll give you like 5,000 or something as a drawdown. Since since I only focus on M1Q, your chance of losing is very, very minimal because anyway, obviously the profit will also be minimal, but that's perfectly fine for me because my winning rate will be more on M1Qs rather than focusing on NQ. Even if I make 200, 300, I'm in a way multiplying into multiple accounts. So my probability of success is more on M1Q. As I mentioned, I will convert my M1Q into NQ once my direction is going into my favor. I'll add 5 or 6 M1Q or 10 M1Q, which is equivalent to 1 NQ. And then we can make the same profit as 1 NQ. So don't go more than, I would say, 10 MNQ if you're trading MNQ, and that too, once the direction is confirmed, I will convert that 1 or 2 MNQ into 10 MNQ, which is 1 NQ.
Right, yeah. That's a great tip and great sharing, right? Because everybody want to make quick money and they blow their accounts.
Yeah,
But yeah, the way you are doing is a perfect example, like how small, right? The 200, but you are multiplying that with 10 accounts, 12 accounts. So yeah, that is making 1,200 with very low risk.
yeah,
Even if there is a big drop also, it won't impact your stop loss or trail stop loss.
yeah,
You can hold your accounts and you can slowly trade them. Even if there is a loss also, next trade you can recover that.
Yeah, correct. And the other advantage with the other platforms, right? As you know, Apex, you can't really do. You know that the direction is going to be, it's going to be reversing. But let's say for any bad news, it dropped so much. So your drawdown will be very, very less if you trade M&Q, right? You're not gonna, because if let's say if you directly entered NQ, it can easily go to -1,000, -2,000, and then from there on, it's really hard for you to recover. But if it is M&Q, let's say the drawdown is let just for a while, and if it reverses, for other platforms, definitely we can add more contracts if it is at a proper support. Then definitely it will come up, and then you can still convert that losers into winner. So that is still okay for other platforms. Even if they ask why did you add, you can say that the price reached the proper support. I added these contracts, so my trade went from loss into profits.
Cool. Yeah, I think a few members may have questions. Yeah, Srivani, please go ahead if you have any question.
Yeah, hi. Sorry, I think if you have already mentioned it. So with these, where do you put the stop loss, especially when you're entering either a short or a long? Where do you basically put a stop loss? Because that is the problem I'm having currently, or at least even though I'm making money, at the same time, without the stop loss, I'm losing it.
Yeah, that's a good question. So, see, for trading, mainly it's all about managing the risk, right? That's one thing everyone needs to understand. Making money in trading is easy, okay? As long as you know how to manage the risk. So, let's say if you're, that's why what I always, as like I mentioned, I wait for the huge pump to the upside. Okay, number one, that's number one condition for me. If I don't see that huge pump, I don't take the trades, because I know that my probability of success is higher if there is a huge pump. I know that definitely price is going to drop. So even if I miss this long trades, I'm going to make some amount in the short trade. So even in the short trade, let's say we are waiting for a strong sell, right? So okay, strong sell and then sell condition satisfied. So I'm entering a short here. So what we can do, we can put our stop loss above this premium zone. So here in this case, premium zone is little far away from this red sell order block. So if you are taking sell here, you put your stop loss somewhere closer to this sell order block. So this is a sell order block, but this is a range, right?
Right.
Either you can put your stop loss in the bottom of the range here, or if you want to be a little bit lenient, you can put your stop loss somewhere here in the above in the top of the sell order block.
Okay.
Sometimes even if it hits, accept it. Don't try to average. Accept your stop loss, and then you can easily recover them in the next trade. Definitely, because let's say you took a shot, but it went against you. That's okay. Definitely, we're going to get next to buy, because we know that market can only do three things, right? Either it can a buy or it can be in a sell. So you can see here, this is a buy. For this buy, we got a sell. And for this sell, definitely we're going to get a buy, right? We got a buy here.
Right.
For this buy, we got a sell here. We got a sell. And for this sell, we got a buy here. And then for this buy, definitely we'll get some sell there, some next. And then for that sell, we'll get some another buy. And then for that buy, we get another sell.
Right.
That's all, right? Market can't do anything more than this. It can only do two things. Either it can buy or it can sell. So don't worry about even if you're losing something, accept those loss, and then we can recover them in the next trade.
Right.
One
So,
other thing that I would like to offer, just in sorry for the stop losses, sometimes, like say for instance, you're in $100 profit or so, you can actually drag your stop on the trading view. You can actually drag your stop loss to just above or just below the current price. So basically, just saying that okay, if you have $100 in profit, you don't want to go less than $75 in profit. So you can always drag in that line. That's what I do sometimes, especially when I'm actively sitting in front of the system, is dragging it to follow the price, especially when I'm making the profits, because it just hurts emotionally. It's like, okay, I saw $100 or $200 and now I'm taking a stop loss and walking away because I didn't end or exit at the right time. So sometimes that helps sort of keeping that strategy also, just
Yeah,
again.
see,
That's what
I
fun.
can tell one more example, right? For example, let's say we got a buy here. So this is our confirmation candle, right? This buy, this signal, this the intersection candle is our confirmation candle. So you wait for this confirmation candle to close. That's our number one condition. And then you entered long here. So we can see that even if we entered long here, this candle came all the way to the bottom, and then only I think the next 5 minutes candle only it went in our favor. So this candle definitely we were in drawdown. Okay, we can accept that, right? But if this is your confirmation candle, what you can do, you can put your stop loss either below few points below the confirmation candle low, or you can put your stop loss few points below the previous candle. If you want to be so, if you want to have tight stop loss, so this is your confirmation candle, right?
Mhm.
So what we can do, put some, you can have some tools here, have horizontal ray, take it, and this is your, you can also enable this magnet. So it will capture the bottom wick of this candle. So you can put your stop loss below the confirmation candle. So where is, this is a confirmation candle, right? So a few points below the confirmation candle, maybe here, this may be your stop loss. So here you can see this candle came pretty much closer to taking us out, but it didn't took us out. So this is what we can do. Either you can put a stop loss below the few points below the previous the confirmation candle, or you can go to the previous candle. In this case example, the previous candle wick is so huge.
Yeah.
It is too risky for us to put a stop loss here, because this
Right.
is too much points. Definitely in this
Or,
case, we should not put a stop loss here. We should definitely put a stop loss somewhere
or
here, a few
we can
points.
put yeah, little below that fair value gap because there are buy orders
Yeah.
there.
Yep.
So if we put little below the fair value, then definitely that fair value gap will act as a support.
Yep.
And also, how do you foresee I mean, the next T5 up? I mean, I don't know how to put it in words. So the previous one, the previous swing downtrend, and from there to here, where your mouse is, yeah. How do you foresee? Do you basically foresee any of those, or it just goes as the trade goes by, like the small one? There's no
When you say
gap there.
foresee, so when you say foresee, you mean to say the prediction is what you're talking
The
about? How do
prediction,
you?
yeah, there's no gap in between those two, the
Yeah.
green and the white, but then the
Yeah.
previous one, you have a huge gap.
Yeah. Correct. Yeah. See, that's why, like I mean, see, one more thing. After, as we can see here, there is a huge pump, and then there was a huge dump, and then obviously because this is not going to continue forever, right? Once we have a huge pump to the upside, and then there's a huge dump to the downside, then definitely the algo will take some rest. It is not going to again do the same thing again and then same thing again here.
Okay.
So there will be some sort of consolidation will happen. That's why you can see you had a sell and then you had a buy. So when you try to see nearby buy and sell, nearby buy and sell,
Hmm.
that means there's a prices and consolidation. So we have to wait. We have to wait for taking the other trades. That's why what I usually do once I get some huge pump and then huge dump, definitely obviously we cannot take every trade. So if I miss this one, I already got a profit here. So I'm done for the day. I don't force any trades after I took my profits here.
Okay.
I'm done for the day. I switch off and then take trades for the next day.
Okay. Thank you. So in addition, sorry, one more. In addition to the T5, T55, do you also look at the table?
Yes, definitely. Yeah, this table is also important. As you can see, the more the green in this table, which is really good, the more the red is good for the shorts. A combination of red and this is where you get a lot of confusion. In
Right.
those cases, these other indicators will help you, especially when you are. I usually first look at this T5 whether this is giving a green dot or red dot, and then I will see the overall trend. So here you can see from 15 minutes all the way till daily we are in bullish. So there is more possibility for it to go up. So we will wait for the buy signal. So buy signal, if you take in the red zone, it is a danger. So we'll wait for the price to drop. It
Yeah.
already dropped here. then it came to the buy zone. So from here, if you take, obviously this trade was a winning trade. And this one trade is enough for the day. Done for the day, you close and shut down your machine and go on to something else.
That's right. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Hi, Ravindra.
Yeah, I have extended question for this. So I would like to know the trailing stop loss. So let's say if the trade is going in our way, and let's say if I already got 300 profit, and it's going up and in my direction, then if my stop loss, instead of putting at the stop loss at the fixed price, can I put a stop loss? It changes, depends on the direction, like that is called trailing stop loss, right?
Yeah, correct. Yes, yeah. You can always move your stop loss to trail your candles. So let's say you took a buy signal here and trade is going in your favor. You move your, let's say, in this case, let's say this is our confirmation candle, and then your stop loss could be below this candle or below this candle. This is our equilibrium zone. Now it moves into your favor, move your stop to profits somewhere here. So that even if the candle comes down, you will be out of the trade with the profits. That way you're securing your even that small profits. Yeah, don't try to convert your winning trade into losing trade. So always try to secure your profits by moving your stop loss into your profits once the trade goes into your favor.
That is the only way we can do. I mean, let's say if we are at the desk, we can do that changes. But if I'm not at desk, I'm going for meeting or something like that. So do we have automatic $100 difference stop loss, something like that from the current?
I think in trading view, we don't have that auto trail, but
I saw in one YouTube video, I saw that trailing stop, but I couldn't replicate in the trading view. So I saw in the trading view only, but I don't know what the version is changed, but I don't know. But yeah, there is, I saw some view on that, but I couldn't replicate in trading view.
Yeah, I think there are options available. I have seen some options available in Ninja Trader, but I haven't explored that in trading view. So I usually manually move it.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep.
Yeah, if we can explore that one, that would be good option actually. If when we are taking profits, we can maximize the profits.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, we can
Yeah.
explore that.
Yeah, Surendra.
Yeah, yes, Satya, I have one question. So many times, like I take trade, right? I see, let's say, $20, $10 profit. Then again, it'll go down like -20, -30. Then again, +20, -20. So in this case, better to take those small profits and re-enter trade, or like, are you waiting for your $100 target profit for every trade?
Okay, see, that's why I will keep going to the same thing. Okay, I will first of all, before you enter any trade, just look at the history of the previous price action. Whether are you seeing continuous red candle? In this case, for example, you can see we have continuous red candles, right? And then if you take a reversal long, you get continuous green candle. So these are high probability trades. Okay, so let's say you missed these, and then you missed these also. So now you see what is the price action we see. We see continuous green and we see cluster of green, red, green, red, green, red, green, red. Right. So that means what it is happening, the price is consolidating. In this case, we have to sit on hand. I will sit on hand. I don't know about others. I don't take any trades. Even if I get a buy signal or a sell signal, I don't take any trade because first thing I want a huge volatility in the market, either in the form of a huge sell like this, or I want in the form of a huge buy like this. So if I see a huge buy order, buy here continuously, it was keep on going up, then this sell is a high probability trade for me. I only take these kind of trades. And then there's a huge sell. So how do you know the huge sell? I see continuous red candle here. How many red candle? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 candles. So 9 into 5, 45. Almost 1 hour. It was keep on dumping. And then if you take a reversal long, if you get a buy signal, that trade will be a good trade. So
Okay.
if you filter your trades like this, obviously you will avoid taking or getting stuck into this choppy trades where you get 5 minutes pump, 5 minutes dump, 5 minutes pump, 5 minutes dump, 10 minutes pump, 5 minutes dump.
So buy signal means like the T55 or that green just triangle you're looking for signal.
See, just look at the candle, right? If you want the signal, yeah, signal is also here. But look at the candles, right? Red candles, we can see that 5 minutes it was going up, 5 minutes it was coming down. Then 5 minutes is going up. What is this? This means green candle means it was going up. Red candle coming down. Then 10 minutes going up, 5 minutes coming down. So in this case, we should not trade anything because we know that the probability of success is smaller.
Yeah, those things we will only know after the candle closes, correct?
Yeah, correct. See, why the price is consolidating now? Because already a huge pump and huge dump is already done. So price is not going to keep doing the same thing forever. It will take some rest. Then either if it breaks this low, if it breaks this low, then it may keep going down. Or if it breaks this top, it will keep going up. So now we should not take, I will not take any trades. I need some kind of a huge buy or huge sell.
So after a nice buy and a sell, combination of both probably, we don't want to take that trade.
That's what I usually
Yeah.
follow because
Okay.
I don't know about others methods may be different, but I wait for my high probability setup, which is a huge sell, then I will take a buy.
Okay.
If there's a huge pump, I will take the sell. That's it. I don't take if you see here, if I see a cluster of buy sell and then two candles sell and then one candle buy, two candles sell, then two candles buy, one candle sell, two candles buy, one candle sell, and then the four candles buy. I need a huge continuous sell, continuous red candle, then I will take a reversal long. This is high probability. So you can see how many orders I executed here. You can see how many arrows. This is good for me.
But in the reversal trade, are you looking for signal? That's what I asked earlier.
See, with my practice,
okay.
sometimes I don't wait for the signal because I know that after a huge drop, I know price will reverse.
Okay, got it.
Okay, because that will come from your experience.
Right.
Yeah.
For the indicators, actually, if you just scroll up a little bit, you see strong sell. That is your confluence that the
Correct.
T5 and also the candles now have three candles have gone to strong sell. That's what is being shared here. Kumar's sharing that. So that's what I look for. Again, I'm not experienced. So for me, it's like I go based off indicators and they are very, very trustworthy, especially in the scenarios. Also, even in the choppy areas, if you notice, there is, as long as you have that strong sell or strong buy, the overall still pulls it down, though there may be 5 minutes of sell and then 2 minutes of, or sorry, 10 minutes of buy, etc. But again, it depends on what kind of an account you have and whether you can tolerate that. Prop firms typically that trailing stop or that daily loss limits and some of that comes becomes a challenge on smaller accounts. If it's a personal account, the choppy also, you can still trust the indicator to keep it and stay long. Like today for ES, all of us had to close it for prop accounts, but we could stay on. For those that were doing it on personal accounts for futures, could stay on it and still make profits.
Yep.
So Satya, you also trade in personal accounts or only prop?
I mean, I trade only on, I don't know about Satya.
Oh, sorry, you're Satya.
Yeah, I trade only in prop firms so far.
Okay. And you have more than 50K accounts or like 100, 150 like that?
Yeah, I have for Apex, I have a combination of 50K and 300K. And then for LA Trader funding, I have 300K.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
So yeah, that's a great tip from Kumar, right? Whenever you have a big pump and dump, there will be consolidation, or right, it will tear. Just like you think that you're driving from one place to other, after 4 5 hours of driving, you want to take some rest. Again, after you take some rest for 15 20 minutes, you stop at a gas station, you eat something. Again, right, the next buy signal will be very good. So always you have that consolidation, right? After a big pump, dump, consolidation. Again, pump, dump, consolidation. You will see after 15-20 minutes, again, you will have a nice move up, right? ES and Q will move up. Now they are taking rest because lot of buying, lot of selling happened in that 1-2 hours. So even before that pump, again, you see there was a consolidation. So always consolidation will be followed by a big move up and big move down. Again, you had two big moves, some consolidation. So whenever you are done with one big up move, one big down move, then the next move for next half an hour, 1 hour, don't take the trades. After that, again, there you'll see it nice moves. So again, you will have a big up move, down move, again consolidation. So yeah, just we have to whenever even in the morning time also you see that from 8:30 a.m. Central till 9:30, 10:30 there will be a big up move, down moves. Then again from 11 to 1:30 you will have consolidation. It will move very slow. Again 1:30 to 3 again there will be a big up move, down move. So that is how the market, right? You have that accumulation, distribution, manipulation phases every hour, every session. So that's what happens. For some time it will just accumulate, then there will be some manipulation. It goes in the opposite side, and then it will there will be a distribution phase. So we have to, as Kumar mentioned, if you missed the big up move, then just focus on the down move, take the profits, then don't take any trades. Definitely that consolidation will kill you, right? It will take back your profits. Again, once a consolidation is done for half an hour, 1 hour, then again you take the next opportunity.
Yeah,
So
so here,
usually this big moves happen only in the first 1 to 2 hours and then last 1 to 2 hours, right?
that's correct. That's why I was about to say. So always, so here this is the evening market open, right? So if you sit on those market open hours, the evening, I know New York open is always very volatile. So if you are practicing first, always you can start with the evening market open. So here you will get a nice trend here, right? This is a evening market open. See, the price was in a huge up move and then there was a huge down move. That's it. It's all done. Then it went into a consolidation. So here, if you take trades, obviously you will get stuck. There will not be much profit. As you mentioned, it may go up $10 and then minus 20, then minus 40, then 50, then minus 20. So those are very low probability trades. So that's why always try to look at the history. That's what I usually do. What is the history of the price action? So here you can see how the consolidation happen. Mean you should have a continuous series of green and red dots, right? Green, red, green, red, green, red that are closer to each other. Right? That means the price is in consolidation mode. So here we have to definitely there is something will happen, right? It is not going to be in consolidation forever. So then wait, and also we know that the price is in the overbought zone. It is trying to hold the overbought zone, and then definitely sellers will take control. They will push the price all the way to the buy zone, and then you see the gap. So here you see there is a huge gap. Okay, now this is one data point for us. So what you do, you go and pick a vertical line and then draw the vertical line. Right, this is my 5 minutes sell. Okay, and then you see a 5 minutes buy. So the distance between the 5 minutes last 5 minutes sell and the current 5 minutes buy is more. So this is what I want. So don't take any trades here. And then if you take, so then you see this sell and then this buy. So this buy will have more high probability trade because the last sell and buy, the distance between the sell and buy was more. That means there was a huge trend. So this is a downtrend. Definitely for this downtrend, there will be uptrend. So if you take this buy, that will have a huge profit. You can see that here, right? So this one trade is good enough.
Amazing, man. Super clever.
Yeah, if you take one trade here, that's it. Don't trade anything that. Okay, if you take one trade, like you will get $1,000 here. Multiply with 20 account, 20,000 done.
And in this case also, are you waiting for the $1,000 or are you making like intermediate profits or no? One trade?
See, if you go with let's say, like I mentioned, I go with one M and Q, then I convert that one M and Q into multiple M and Qs or 10 M and Q or one N Q. So see, these are high probability trades. If you want, you can go with the full size also. Up to you. But if you're practicing in the beginning, I don't recommend to go with the full size. You go with the small, and then once trades move into your favor, you gradually add on few more contracts, and this trade will be a huge trade.
Hey, Kumar, I have a quick question. I'm trying to set up a stop loss in my trading view, but looks like it is not working for me. If possible, can you please show me how to set the stop loss?
Okay.
Once
So
I
for
place an order, how to
is that for the TradeAway account you are talking?
yeah.
Okay. Okay. Hold on. Let me. I already did. Okay. Let me put charge for me.
It is not stopping even I'm losing money.
Yeah. So putting a stop loss is easy. Let me show you. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to connect to paper account since you can see I already hit my target for today, right? In TradeAway account. So I'm not going to do any more trades. Just to show you how to play stop loss, I'll connect to paper. Okay. So let's say you want to buy here, right? So for paper trade, it will show the TP and SL. You can drag and drop. Okay, but unfortunately, that option is not available in the TradeAway accounts. So what you need to do, you need to click somewhere in the bottom, and then you can say this is sell stop. So this is your stop loss. And profit target, you put somewhere on the top and hit sell limit. So this is your target. This is your stop loss. You can move your stop loss to the up or bottom, wherever you want.
So by putting that sell stop, it's not going to go short, correct? They both are two different ones. The sell limit and stop loss.
No, these are attached to this order. So
Oh, okay.
this is a buy order. So for this buy, this is attached, and for this buy, this is attached.
Okay.
And unfortunately, I think for TradeAway, you have to manually close because they are not attached. Yeah, correct. I
Right.
think that's the question. For TradeAway, it is not attached. You place your target on the top for the buy, and then your stop loss on the bottom. And once either of them hits, you go and manually click exit this cancel.
Yeah, that's what. So sometimes if you ignore that, it's going to go to the short sale.
Correct. Yeah. You always make sure one thing what you can do, you can go to the orders section here and make sure the orders are empty here once.
Yeah, or you can just exit out, like the plus sign.
Yeah. After you finish your every single trade, either if you even forget, because sometimes you might have placed this somewhere in the bottom and then your screen is like this. So you might have forget that there was order placed here because that order was hidden by your screen.
Yeah.
In that case, you will miss. So that's why every single trade, after you complete every single trade, go to the TradeAway here. Since it's a paper trading, it will be TradeAway for you. Go to the orders and click on X here. Make sure the orders is 0 or none. And one more thing, some people may, for example, it's very hard for them to see the profits going in negative and then positive, negative, and positive. So if you don't want to see that, make this percentage, make this as a percentage instead of seeing it in dollar amount, right? This will also help you. So in order to do that, you can go to settings, and in here you can see the profit and loss. Instead of showing money, you make it a percentage. Same thing here for the brackets and profit and loss, make it percentage instead of money, so that it will show the numbers in percentage.
And to show your executions, like all those arrow marks, you have to check mark
Yeah,
that
for
executions?
executions, yeah, you can go to the, I think it is here execution labels. If you turn on, it will show your where you bought you and what price you bought. That it will show.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, and then one more thing. Let's say if you bought here, you got a buy, and then the buy was continuously in buy, and you have a huge gap. We got a strong buy also. In this case, if I take a buy here, I'll take my profit at the blue line, because we know that when the price goes from bottom to top, this blue line will act as resistance, right? So you better keep your profit. I will keep my profit. I don't know about others. I keep my profit exactly at the blue line. So we got a buy, we got a green triangle, green. And then it bouncing from this equilibrium zone. So if you take this buy, you can put your stop, your target here.
Oh, that gray out box is equilibrium one, the big.
Yeah, this is equilibrium. Yeah, 50% area.
Oh, okay. Okay, awesome.
Yeah, now we know that we already had a huge pump and dump. So the probability of going up is still there, but it will go very slowly. Also, it is already too late in the night. Unless maybe the London session happens, the volume will be very less. So you better avoid these states after a huge pump and dump. So try to capture these huge pump and dump scenario. That will be more probability of winning is there. So for that, try to sit on the market open, evening market open, try to sit. And then also again, don't take directly. Wait for the huge pump. And then don't chase this pump also. Let it go. Definitely gonna dump. Then you take this dump.
So as soon as you get either the strong buy or strong signal, strong sell signal, after how many candles do you enter the trade?
So let's say here, right, we got a strong buy.
Right.
But at this time, we still have this red line. So that means this is our confirmation candle. This is my confirmation candle.
Mm-hmm.
So confirmation candle has to close. It already closed here. It opened here, it closed here. So I enter in the next candle. Next candle is my entry. So this is my entry.
Okay.
The stop loss should be this candle low, previous confirmation candle low.
Okay.
So I enter in the next candle. Then once the trade moves into my favor, I move my stop loss to profits. So even I secure the small profits also.
That's good. Thank you.
Yeah, now we see it's going and hitting our low line. Okay, done. Okay, sometimes it may even go further also, but I don't care. For me, this is my target. It's done. I'm done.
Right. Yeah, if it
We
touches,
also
if you get a green triangle, from green triangle to blue line is yeah, definitely it is possible. Yeah, I think it's a great session. Thanks a lot, Kumar, Sushmita, Satya, Senthil. We'll have more of these sessions, and we have more superstars who are right making their weekly salaries, bi-weekly salaries to daily, monthly salaries to weekly, and I'm sure very soon they will make monthly salaries to daily salaries. It's all about taking time, right? And we all can learn from each other. Everyone shared some great tips today. I'll share the recording. I know there is a lot of information, so you can watch it once or twice. Just if you follow some of these tips also, that will change the way you're trading, and you can make a lot of success. So
Kishore,
yeah,
can you
thanks.
also share that superstar strategies that Susmita was sharing? I mean, I don't know whether you already shared, but strategies and something.
Yeah, yeah, it is already there in the premium channel. Yeah, I shared this morning also.
Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
And here you also saw it's a new order block formed, right? So we know that this will act as a huge support. That's also good confirmation for you to go along. We already hit our target, so we are done. And also you can see if the price even goes above this blue line, it will hit our yellow line first, right? You can see yellow line, it exactly touched the yellow line, the wick touched, and then it is dropped. So you can put your target at yellow line also. From the bottom to top, yellow line will act as your resistance. From top to bottom, yellow line will act as support. In that case, that also you can make as your targets. So here in this case, here we got a green signal, but the line was still red. So we waited for the line to turn green. So here it turned green. So this is your confirmation candle. You can go along here. Stop loss previous candle. It went to the top. Our target is either the blue line or the yellow line.
So Kumar, did you place this trade right now while talking or?
Yeah, I executed in front of you, right? We
Oh.
bought here, we sold here.
Oh, okay, got it.
Yeah, and then if you're practicing on your own, focus on one ticker. I would say that's my recommendation, so that you will try to understand how the ticker's personality is, right? And then slowly your mind will capture, your brain will understand how this ticker moves.
So it could be like same MNQ for like maybe 5-6 months, right? Watching.
Yeah, that's what I would recommend. Instead of if you focus multiple tickers, especially if you're learning new, because it's very hard for us to track multiple things, right? You will be in a buy here and then that may be in a sell, that may confuse you. So it's better you focus on one ticker. NQ is more volatile. This will give us more opportunity. See, like I mentioned, I passed all my evaluation account with only MNQ. I never looked at GC or anything else. Just focus on one ticker is more than.
So Kumar, how long you have been trading with these indicators?
Yeah, this one for about 4 to 5 months.
Okay.
Yeah, like I mentioned, look for the high probability setup, right? This is very important. Huge pump, huge dump. Capture that, you will be fine. But for that, you need to look at the history, what happened in the past. Always before starting your trading session, look for the history, what has happened in the past. In the past, if it is obviously if it is in consolidation, don't wait for the volatility to start. Wait for the huge dump, then take the long. After this long, definitely it's gonna short. It's short. So if you see the gap, those are your good setups. The gap between the green and the red dots. If they are very close to each other, then you will get caught.
Cool, man. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Umar, and yeah, Sushmita, Satya, Senthil, everyone. Thanks a lot, and thanks everyone for joining in. So understand the power of systematic trading, power of creating your own rules, creating your own system. So once you do that, there is nothing can stop you, right? Whatever you can make in IT jobs, you will make within 1 month here. So that's the power. Just you have to take time to learn, practice. Right? Again, if you see what is the most common thing, everyone is working full-time jobs, right? They are not doing full-time trading. They are finding some time in the evenings. Within 1 2 hours, they are making that 300, 400 per account, multiplying that into 10, 20 accounts, making huge profits. Just they are giving some time before taking the trades. They are understanding what is the high level trend or what is happening. Everyone has some different approach, different strategy, each one using, and everyone is successful. So it is like, yeah, you have tools. It is up to you how you want to create your own system, own set of rules, and just follow that consistently. You'll become a master. You can use whichever ticker you want. If you want to trade crude oil, you can trade crude oil. If you want to trade GC, you trade GC or NQ, whatever you want, right? Because everything will move, but it is, yeah, you will become an expert in that tool, in that system, in those steps, and with that instrument. So, yeah, and definitely, I'm sure many more members will be very successful in coming days, and we will have more success stories. Most of you will be sharing your success stories soon. So, yeah, thanks everyone for joining in. I'll share the recording later, and we'll have more members sharing their approach, how they are, because it's all about belief system, right? If Kumar is able to make it, Sushmita or Senthil or everyone is able to make it, you all can do it. So, yeah, definitely you all can do it. So we'll connect back again on Wednesday. I'm bringing few more superstars. They will share their approach, how they are able to make a lot more just through prop firms, more than their IT salary. We'll have more and more success stories. You can learn from each of them. See whatever is easy, whatever you want to follow, you can put them as part of your system, follow and become successful. Good night, everyone. Talk to you in the morning.